A lot of you have your gardens planted for the summer. You might have just a few more things to put in later on, such as winter squash and pumpkins, but for the most part, you've done your seed planting for the year. Right now, you probably have some seed packets laying around the house that may have half the amount of seed left in them that you potentially could save until next year. Well, the time to think about seed saving is right now. Don't let them lay around the house around high temperatures and humidity all summer, and then this winter think about the best way to store them. And here are a few ideas. Right here is some seed that I bought at a co-op, and it's just in paper sacks. And I certainly wouldn't want to leave that laying around a hot, humid place all summer. The seed will lose its germination percentage. It may even mold. Here's some packets of seed that I bought extra of, some that I'll be planting this fall, such as spinach, some more beans, and some turnips. I need to store those properly for the summertime, so they too will germinate at their best this fall. And here are a few containers that you could use. A plain old metal can is fine with a plastic lid. You could store that in the freezer. A crock, such as this, that has a rubber gasket on it to help keep moisture out will also work. A tin can such as this with a tight-fitting lid will help keep insects out also, or any glass containers such as these jars, or old film canisters, metal film canisters. Any of those will work, and any of those could be put in the freezer. Just be cautious when you bring those seeds out of the freezer to take a few out for planting again later this summer or fall, that you take the jar out, let it come to room temperature for a few hours, and then open it. Otherwise, if you take it out of the freezer, open it up right away, the moisture and humidity in the outside air will condense on the seeds, and you'll have moisture in the seeds again. Now, these are silica gel crystals. Right now, they have a clear to a pink appearance. That means that they have absorbed a lot of moisture. They won't do you much good in that condition. If you buy fresh silica gel, it will be a clear blue. That means that it's ready to absorb plenty of moisture from your seeds. If you have silica gel such as this, or if you get packets in camera equipment or other equipment that is shipped to you, usually it will have absorbed a lot of moisture already. You can dry that out in your microwave oven and reuse it, storing it with your seeds to help keep moisture away from the seed. One last thing, if you're organizing your seed for storage, it's a good idea to keep all the different groups of crops together. For instance, in this sack that we've had from a couple years ago, we have sweet corn, all the sweet corn that we ordered for 1987. It's all in one place. If we ever need to find it, we can. Now, some seeds store longer than others. Sweet corn has about a 2-year life on it, so these packages will be discarded. Onions, you have about 1 year. Beans, maybe 3 to 4 years if it's kept in the freezer and stored properly. Whatever you do, this time of year we are going into hot, humid weather. Make sure that you store your seeds properly. Now, the subject of seed saving is a whole other topic altogether, and that has to do with whether your crops are hybrid or open pollinated. We won't get into that, but with your surplus seed that you haven't sown in the ground, make sure that you store it cool and dry this summer, preferably in the freezer.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.